So I wasn't actually going to film today, but then I remembered that I just received this Blushtribe quad and I want to do a first impression with it just because I want to play with it anyway, so I figured I might as well just film it. Oh, and my hair is blue. Yeah, so let's start off by doing some swatches with this, shall we? It looks like this, by the way. And I'm going to just quickly swatch these. I haven't touched them at all, and they feel really soft. So let's take a look here. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm excited for these. I'm sorry there's been so many eyeshadow videos lately. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see, but I just really enjoy eyeshadows and I've just purchased so many lately that I want to use them all. And so it's just like easy video ideas for me to do, plus it's something that I really enjoy. So, but do let me know if there's other parts of makeup that you want me to talk about or see, and I will gladly do so. So I guess it's pretty obvious that we're doing something colorful today, huh? So first off, I'm going to dip into the yellow and I'm going to put that in my crease. And this looks beautiful. So as with most yellows, you need to build them up because they don't look that pigmented right away, or at least the ones that I've tried. And it probably would have been better if I didn't set my primer before going in with this. But I'm just going to work on building this up. So first impression of this yellow, it doesn't seem to really stick to my lid that well. That could be a user error because I didn't prime my lids properly. But I do feel like shadows should just work, you know? Like you shouldn't have to use certain primers or certain powders or not set your primer or set your primer. Like you should be able to just put the shadow on and it should just show up. So it's not the best yellow that I've had. I'll give them a little bit of slack just because it's hard to make a really good yellow. But so far this is not a 10 out of 10. Next up I'm taking the orange shade. And I guess maybe it's more red than orange, but it definitely has a little bit of yellow in it. Oh wow, and this shade looks a lot better. That's a lot of pigment. I'm just running this in my crease as well. Yeah, I like this shade a lot more than I like the yellow. It's blending out super nicely. It's very pigmented. It's beautiful. See, that was so easy. Next, I'm going to switch to my Morphe M224 brush, and I'm going to dip into this purple, and I'm going to put that in my outer V and like half of the outer lid. And this is gorgeous. Look at that color. That's super pretty. So I'm going to keep this look pretty simple. I mean, I am going to use all the shades, obviously, just to try them out, but I'm just going to pop this right here, and then I'm going to put the pink next to it after. It is more of like a dark pink, though, than a purple, but, I mean, I guess that's what it looks like in the pan as well. I kind of wish that they would have put in a darker purple. Alright, using the same brush, just tapping into the pink. I'm just going to pop this in my inner half of the lid. And this shade is gorgeous too. A little bit of kick up in the palette, but not much. And there's really no fallout at all, which is great. Next, I'm just going back in with my fluffy brush and dipping into the orange, tapping off my brush, and I'm just going to run this in my crease to blend the edges. I'm going to go back in with this purple shade Just build this up a little bit more. I don't know if it's looking a little bit patchy. It's almost like it doesn't stick to my eyelids in certain places. It's almost like the shades are a little too powdery. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the pink. Just make sure I really press this on. So I almost felt like when I went to blend it out with the orange, that some of the color on the lid just kind of went away. So like I think it looks pretty now, but I feel like the lasting power might not be that great on them. But we'll see. I mean, it's just a first impression, and I feel like if I had not set my primer or set my concealer today, that these colors would have stuck to my lid a lot better. I mean, there is still a ton of pigment though, so I mean, that's great. Next, I'm taking my Sephora smudging brush and I'm going to be putting the orange on my lower lash line. I'm just going to be stamping this on. So next I'm going to go in with an angled fluffy brush. This is from the same brand that the blending brush that I first used is from. It's from Lamora, which is an Amazon brush set that I got. And I'm going to dip into the yellow. And I'm going to just start blending these two together. Next, for fun, I'm going to take my Stila glitter, and this is in Beauty Junkie. It's a corally pink glitter, and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. And I'm just using like a small eyeliner brush. You can get these everywhere. You can even get like some from the arts and crafts store. Pulling this a little bit up on my lid as well, just blending it out. And I just realized I haven't put on my blusher, bronzer, or highlighter yet, so I guess we'll do that afterwards, because I'm here, I might as well, right? So far on the quad, I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I'm not as impressed as I was hoping I would be. I mean, obviously the shades are very pigmented, but I found that they can look a little patchy, and I think that I need to try different ways of applying it and see if maybe that turns out better. And I also need to see what the lasting power on them is. So if you guys want an update on this, let me know. For my waterline, I'm going to go in with this pink Wet n Wild pencil. Alright, I'm gonna finish off my eyes and then I'll be right back. So I'm forever trying to figure out how to make a good wing with my hooded eyes. And like, this eye is my worst eye. And like the fold on my eye just makes this a pain in the fucking ass, and I cannot, like, this eye is fine. But this eye, I don't know, I give up. So I'm just gonna put on some mascara. Alright, let's go with some face products. For bronzer, I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I really like this. I need to use this when I'm a little bit tan though, because it's a little too dark for me. But I love how it blends out. And this is also a Morphe brush, it's the M34. If you haven't tried Morphe brushes yet, I would highly recommend it, but I would recommend going to the store though if you're able to, just to kind of feel them, because they have a lot of different lines of brushes and they're all kind of different. So, but once you find one that is what you're looking for, like, I feel like these brushes will last you a while. Now, I haven't had mine for too long, but so far the quality seems really, really good, and Morphe has some of my very favorite brushes. So for blush, I'm going to use my Butter blush from Physicians Formula. This is one of my favorites. This is one that I just like, if I want a pink blush, this is what I go to. And the only brush that I've been using for like 4 months now for blush is this one from Japanesque. It doesn't have a number or anything on it, but I really, really like the shape of this, and it's super nice and fluffy and soft. For highlight today, I'm going to use my DHC Cosmetics palette. It looks like this. It's just got a bunch of fun, different colored highlights. And for that, I'll be using my Sephora highlighting brush. This is the one that I always use. And I think I'm going to... Let's start off by using this pink shade up here. I really like these highlights. I know a lot of people aren't into like crazy colored highlights, and I'm not saying that pink is a crazy color, but I think it looks really cool. And I'm going to dip into the yellow and just put that a little bit on top of my nose. Cupid's bow. I'm going to pop a little bit of the yellow just on top as well. And for lips, what do we want to do for lips? I don't know, let me take a look. Alright, so if you see my lip declutter video, I had a couple of Anastasia lipsticks that I was on the fence about keeping, just because I don't really like the formula, and I was like, yeah, I need to wear a gloss with them. So I'm going to use one of my Anastasia lipsticks, just get some more use out of this. This is in the shade Karina. I'm going to pop this on, and I'm going to put this Loreal Infallable gloss on top. This is in the shade 125 Bloom. And I think that looks really nice. So my first impression of the quad, as I said, would I recommend it? Probably not. I want to say I paid $18 for it, and I mean, the shadows are okay. I need to see how they last. I feel like they didn't blend as well as I was hoping they would. The purple and the pink kind of look similar on my eye. You can't really tell that I have them both on, and they seem to just blend into each other. So they're also a little bit powdery, like not like kick-up wise, but just like on your eyes. I feel like they kind of blend away when you're blending, so you need to apply a lot of layers of it. I'm honestly a little disappointed because I really wanted to like my first Blushtribe item. I also have 2 other palettes coming from them, which I think they might be a different formula, so we'll see how those go. But as a first impression for the brand, I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10, but I'm still really excited to try the other ones because I've heard so many good things about the brand in general. So yeah, if you're interested in a quad like this, check it out. You might like it. Would I recommend it? Probably not, but you know, it's still a fun little thing to have, and I will probably use it again. So yeah, if you like these kind of short little first impression videos, let me know. Let's talk about it in the comments, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching. Bye.